draakshaa mlaana-mukhee jata sharkaraa chashnatangata Subhashita Ratnabhandagara sudhaa bhita divangata.
Today I want to walk you through one of the most charming verses in all of Sanskrit literature. It comes from the great anthology called the Subhashita Ratnabhandagara, which means the treasury vault of well-spoken jewels. Listen to the verse first. Draakshaa mlaana-mukhee jata, sharkaraa chashmatam gata, subhashita rasam drishtva, sudhaa bhita divangata. Here is what it says. The grape's face withered in shame, sugar hardened into stone, and nectar itself, the immortal drink of the gods, took one look at the sweetness of a well-spoken verse and fled in terror back to heaven. Let us taste this word by word. Draakshaa is the grape, which in Sanskrit poetry is the very emblem of natural sweetness. Mlaana-mukhee means she whose face has faded. It comes from the root mlai, to wither, to droop. Jata means she became. So the grape became crestfallen, wilted with embarrassment. Sharkaraa is sugar, and here is a lovely detail. This ancient Sanskrit word traveled through Persian and Arabic and eventually became the English word sugar itself. Ashmatam gata means went to the state of stone, from ashman, a stone. Sugar froze, petrified. Then the reason for all this. Subhashita rasam drishtva. Having seen the rasa, the sweet essence of the subhashita, the well-spoken word. Su means good, bhashita means spoken, and rasa from the root rasa, to taste, means juice, but also aesthetic delight, the felt savor of great poetry. Finally, sudhaa bhita divangata. Sudhaa is Amrita, the nectar of immortality. Bhita means frightened. Divamgata, she went away to heaven. Now, where does this verse come from? Unlike the Bhagavad Gita, there is no battlefield here, no teacher and student. A subhashita is a freestanding gem, composed to survive on its own sweetness. This one appears in the opening sections of the great anthologies, where the tradition praises itself before serving the feast. It is, delightfully, an advertisement for wisdom, written as wisdom. And here is the genius of it. Every image in this verse is literally true. Grapes really do wither. We call the result raisins. Sugar really does turn to stone. It crystallizes into hard blocks of rock candy and jaggery. And nectar really is unreachable, locked away in heaven where no mortal has ever tasted it. The poet takes three plain facts of nature and invents a mischievous cause for them. Why is the raisin shriveled? Shame. Why is rock sugar hard? It stiffened in embarrassment. Why has no one ever tasted Amrita? Because it ran away, terrified of the competition. In Sanskrit poetics, this device is called Utprekshaa, poetic fancy, imagining a fantastical cause for an ordinary fact. But beneath the wit is a serious teaching about pleasure. Notice the ladder the poet builds. The grape is nature's sweetness, what the earth gives freely. Sugar is refined sweetness, what human craft produces. And sudhaa is divine sweetness, reserved for the gods. Natural, cultural, celestial. And the verse says the taste of wisdom, beautifully spoken, outranks all three. Every one of those rivals needs a tongue and a substance. The sweetness of a wise word needs neither. It is tasted by the mind. It costs nothing. It never runs out. And here is the most beautiful part. Sweets are destroyed by consumption. When I eat the grape, it is gone, and if I share it, I have less. But a verse grows sweeter each time it is repeated, and when I share it with you, we both have all of it. Notice also the emotional gradation. The grape merely droops, sugar stiffens, but nectar, the strongest rival, the drink of immortality itself, is afraid. Why? Because Amrita only preserves the body of a god, but a great verse outlives its author, its empire, even the everyday use of its own language. The anonymous poet who wrote these lines has been gone for perhaps 1,000 years. And yet here we are, and the verse is still sweet. It proved its own claim simply by reaching us. The traditions of the world agree on this metaphor. The book of Proverbs says, "Pleasant words are like a honeycomb, sweet to the soul." John Stuart Mill argued that intellectual pleasures are higher in kind than physical ones. And modern neuroscience has found something wonderful. The aha moment of insight lights up the same reward circuits in the brain as sugar does. The metaphor is nearly literal. The brain treats an elegant idea as a sweet. But unlike sugar, insight never cloys. The 100th verse delights as much as the first. So, how do we live this? Let me leave you with 2 questions and 1 practice. First, ask yourself, when did a single sentence give me more lasting joy than anything I ate that week? And why do I still remember it when 100 meals are forgotten? Second, my own speech is also tasted by others. Did I say anything today that would make Nectar nervous? And the practice. Each day, at the same anchor point, with your morning tea or just before sleep, take 1 verse or 1 sentence of real wisdom. Just 1. Read it slowly, twice, aloud if you can, tasting the sound. Then say it back in your own words. Then name 1 moment from the last day where it applies. 5 minutes, no more, because gulping defeats tasting. Keep these in a running notebook, and slowly you will build your own Ratnabhandagara, your own treasury vault. And you will discover in your own experience what the poet promised. The sweet things you consumed are gone. The well-spoken things you savored are still with you, still sweet and growing sweeter. Draakshaa mlaana-mukhee jata, sharkaraa chashmatam gata. Subhashita rasam drishtva, sudhaa divam gata. May your days be full of that sweetness which nothing on earth and nothing in heaven can rival.
draakshaa mlaana-mukhee jata sharkaraa chashnatam gata. Subhashita rasam drushtva sudhaa divam gata.